Today, I'm going to be walking you through one of the most iconic parts of Petoskey, the downtown area. We're going to be looking at the natural beauty, the shops, the restaurants, and all the amenities. So by the end of this video, you'll understand just what all Petoskey craze is about. So let's dive right in. We're going to start our tour today at one of my favorite spots, Bayfront Park. A lot of the locals call Bayfront Park the waterfront park because it is located directly on the water. One thing that I think is super cool about the Bayfront Park is just how many different things there are down here. There's a baseball field, the Little Traverse Wheelway runs directly through it. There's also even a marina. If you're familiar with Petoskey at all, you will know where I am because there's a giant clock and also US 31 is directly behind me. One of my favorite things about the Bayfront Park is just how peaceful it is while still being just a short walk to downtown Petoskey. And boom, just like that, you're in the heart of downtown Petoskey. And that's honestly one of my favorite things about working in downtown Petoskey is just getting to experience all that downtown Petoskey has to offer. From the great shops such as Mettler's and Festini's, which we have just ahead here, to all the great restaurants. You've got the Pale Bistro, Pour, and Chandler's if you're looking for fine dining. We've got Roast and Toast and the Pub if you're looking for something more casual. And if you want some great Mexican food, there's always Jose's. So now we're on the corner of Lake Street, which is just another block away from Main Street. One of the things that's great about Lake Street is all of the shopping. One of my favorite parts of being downtown every day is coffee. If you know me, you know that I love coffee. And if you're wondering what my coffee order is, it's purely black coffee. Downtown Petoskey has three great places to get coffee: North Perk, Roast and Toast, and the Petoskey Brewing Company. There's a big debate in Petoskey about who has the best coffee. And if you're asking me, I think it's North Perk.
Right, true though.
I need this. Good.
So now we've got our coffee and we've talked a little bit about what downtown has to offer. Let's go check out some places you can live.
The second.
So one of the most popular streets in all of Petoskey, and if you've ever been into Petoskey, it's probably the way you make it into downtown, is Mitchell. Right now, we currently have this house listed right on the corner of Mitchell and Williams. And it's rare that a house on Mitchell Street comes available, and they've actually gotten really expensive over the last few years. Meaning 5 to 10 years ago, you can get a house at Mitchell for $400,000 or $500,000. And now I would say if you want a house on Mitchell that's big, Victorian, elegant, you're probably going to spend anywhere from $1 million to $2.5 million. But don't let that scare you. If you don't want to spend that much money, there are other great places downtown Petoskey where you can get a big, beautiful home, or maybe even a fixed home for a lot less money. Let's go over and check out one of those streets. Right now we're on Grove Street, and the reason I like Grove Street is I think it shows a really nice mix of what Petoskey has to offer. They have the quintessential downtown homes, which have been here for a long time and are in the original condition, as well as some fixer-uppers, and then also some houses that people have bought and renovated to make completely brand new. And that is something we've seen over the last few years, are people wanting to live downtown, but not necessarily wanting a house that's 100 years old, and more so wanting a house that is newly remodeled and ready to move in and enjoy. These are two houses that are great examples of homes that buyers have completely remodeled and made almost brand new. One of the questions I'm often asked is, where do you grocery shop at downtown Petoskey? And now, while we do have a Meijer and a Family Fare, they are not located downtown. However, we do have a great natural food store, the Grain Train. If you're ever at the Grain Train, make sure you stop by and say hi because our office is literally next door. So after seeing what it's like to walk around downtown Petoskey, it's clear why so many people have decided to relocate to Petoskey. It has the most charming downtown and tons of seasonal events. In fact, right now we are just getting ready to go into the fall season. And I love the fall season in Petoskey because it starts with the downtown trick-or-treating, the great Thanksgiving Day parade, even the downtown open house, which is a night when all the businesses downtown stay open late and allow people to walk through, look at their products, talk to the staff, maybe even drink a cocktail or two. If you're watching this video because you are considering relocating to Petoskey or just trying to keep an eye on what's going on with the Petoskey real estate market, I want to go over a few numbers for you. One of the things that I hear the most is just how expensive Petoskey has become. And I'm here to say there's a lot of truth to that. I ran some numbers, and as far back as 2017, which wasn't really that long ago, the median sale price in Petoskey was $285,000. Now fast forward to 2021, right in the midst of COVID, we really started to see an increase in the average cost in Petoskey. If you look at the time period between 2017 and 2021, the median sale price in Petoskey went from $275,000 to $368,000. Now that is quite the jump. Fast forward to today, and it went from $275,000 in 2017 to $368,000 in 2021 to last year a whopping $410,000. The good news is between last year and this year, the median sale price has not gone up at all. Now, a lot of people ask me, why have we seen prices skyrocket in Petoskey? And I have a couple of theories. One, there are only so many houses here. In fact, we only have about 200 sales per year in Petoskey. And sometimes when I'm talking to my real estate friends around the country in much larger areas and they ask how many sales we have in my local market and I say 200, they assume that's a month. And when I tell them that's for the entire year, they think where we live is super small. And that is honestly the truth. I wish there were a way for Petoskey to have more homes, allowing more people to move here. And I understand the opposition saying if we have more homes and more people move here, Petoskey is going to lose its small town charm, which has really created a conundrum in this environment. Also, while a lot of areas saw an increase in their median sale during COVID, I think it hit Petoskey harder than a lot of those areas. Mainly because, again, there's only so much inventory. For a long time, it was hard to live in Petoskey because the cost of living here did not match the wages offered here. Fast forward till today, and with so many people being able to work from home, that isn't necessarily the case anymore. So if you factor in Petoskey always being an area that people desire to relocate to, and with the ability to work from home really amplifying that availability, mixed with a large population of people retiring and choosing to do so in Petoskey, and also the short-term rental market. A lot of people have bought houses here in the outlying areas of Petoskey to rent them short-term because for a long time, that was a very viable business model. So in a nutshell, if you are relocating to Petoskey and you want to know just how much it costs to live here, I would tell you to budget right around $500,000. Now, there are many houses for much less than that, but that is very close to the median price for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Petoskey in a nice area. And the nicer the area you want, the higher the price is going to be, because nothing influences the price of a home in Petoskey quite like the location. Meaning the closer you are to downtown or even parts of downtown, the more expensive the home is going to be. But I do have some good news. I went back and looked, and there have been more affordable home sales this year than the last few years combined. In fact, we saw some houses in downtown Petoskey, which is one of the most expensive subsets of the market, sell for $250,000 or even lower. Now, don't get me wrong, those houses do need some work, but what a great opportunity to be able to buy a house, make it exactly how you want it, and have a great long-term investment, all while living the downtown Petoskey lifestyle. If you're looking for a house that has a water view, plan to spend anywhere from $1 million and up, depending on the type of water view you want. And if you want to be very close to the water and a water view, you're probably going to spend closer to $2 million. And also, if you want to be directly on the water, you're going to want to look at areas like Crooked Lake, Bay Harbor, or even Walloon Lake. Those are 3 very unique waterfront living options, all with something a little bit different than each other to provide to potential buyers. Crooked Lake is part of the Inland Waterway System, which allows you to boat from Crooked Lake all the way north to Mackinac Island, or really anywhere in the world. And Bay Harbor, if you're not familiar, is one of the most high-end resort communities in the entire Midwest that has beautiful big homes, a lot of them directly on the water, but you're going to want to have a little bit bigger budget if you're considering Bay Harbor.
If you want to be on the water in Bay Harbor, I would plan to spend anywhere from $3 million and up. Walloon Lake has also become a very expensive living option, but if you're able to afford it and you have the budget to handle such a place, there are very few places in the world that you can live that are as charming and as fun as Walloon Lake. Homes on Walloon Lake are starting right around $2 million, all the way up to 18 or even $20 million in some cases. So if after watching this video, you'd like to talk a little bit more about relocating to Petoskey or anywhere in Northern Michigan, please reach out to me directly at 231-487-6141, and I would love to help you.